You're now listening to the Announcer's Table with Daryl and Ian. This podcast is presented by RingIcon.com, the social networking site for wrestlers, fans, promoters, and everything indie wrestling. Log on today and create your profile, and as always, enjoy the show.
Hey guys, this is Ian.
And I'm here. I'm Yarrow.
You're what?
I don't know who I am, but I'm here.
So this is the Announcer's Table. Today is Friday, so that means it is the pros segment. So what's going on in the pros?
A lot of stuff happening today, man. A lot of stuff. As y'all find out, well, y'all should already know, but Darren Young of WWE.
Yeah.
Well, here's this picture right here. Boom! Look at that.
Right.
Timed that one perfectly. Just came out.
What a handsome man. Oh, what?
Yeah. See, he just came out too. He just came out. Well, TMZ ran into him at the airport, wherever they're having SummerSlam at over in California somewhere.
Yeah.
TMZ ran into him and they was talking to him, asked him a couple questions, and they said something about, do you think a gay or somebody that's gay would be accepted in wrestling? He goes, absolutely. He goes, I'm gay. He goes, and I'm accepted. And so he put in TMZ like, did you just come out, and so he's like, yeah. He goes, man, I'm happy. He goes, I'm loving it. It's not going to change anything I do.
Yeah.
And so there's been tons of outpour of support, from all this, everybody.
More proud to him. I mean, what's it matter? I
don't think it does,
especially in the wrestling business. You know what I mean? You can have your own political, and religious beliefs, and that's perfectly fine. But in the wrestling business, what does it matter?
Yeah, honestly, I don't really think it matters at all.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think John Cena, they got TMZ running into John Cena, and they was asking him about gays in wrestling, and he's like, I don't think we have any. And so they broke it to him that no, actually we ran into Darren Young earlier, and he came out on on camera, and he's like, hey, well, that's great. He said props because John Cena said his older brother is actually gay. And he said it's not going to change anything. He's a great worker.
Yeah,
But I disagree. I think it will change something. I think you watch Vince McMahon and Triple H are smart. Okay, there's a lot of publicity going on now.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go from jobber low Carter.
Yeah. Which is really what he's been doing.
Yeah, things are going to change for him. I think.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think
it's going to be instantaneously, but I'd say the next couple of months we'll start seeing a change. And I think we might even see a character change a little bit. They might.
Well, I think they'll split up the two. If they want to push him, they'll split up him and Titus O'Neil.
Yeah.
Just because I think their whole gimmick is pretty weak right now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I watch them every now and then, and I get a little laugh from it.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, under Raw, Raw I thought was pretty good.
It's the Raw before.
It didn't suck. Yeah. I think it could have been better. There's a couple spots that left me scratching my head. One, the mixed tag match with AJ Lee and Big E versus Great Khali and Natalya.
Well, one, you should know, it's a woman's match, for one. And two, it's a mixed tag match, which is another.
There's not high hopes for the match.
Well, and three, I hate the Great Khali, so anything he's in is just absolutely
the
horrible.
thing is, the person that blew the spot is the referee. I know y'all watched it. You missed this match, but Natalya gets AJ Lee in the sharpshooter. AJ Lee starts tapping. Natalya, let's go. The referee, the angle that we was at, we could see the referee was looking the direction. Apparently, there was something in the ring or something. I don't know what the heck he was doing.
Yeah.
And so Natalya walks over to the referee and holds her hand for the referee to it, and he kind of just gives her one of these what are you doing? And so Natalya walks back over because she realized that all right, the spot was blown. Picks her back up, gets her back in a sharpshooter. She taps out really quick again, and then he calls for the bell. It was just a whole confusing. The announce team was like, "What just happened, like they didn't know what to say. There was no way to cover it up because Hornswoggle was out there, but he wasn't on the ropes. He wasn't anywhere. He was just kind of standing there. And then Big E wasn't doing anything to draw attention.
Yeah,
I mean, he wasn't. He was looking at the blank corner because you had them, Great Khali and them over here, Big E over here, and he looking at that corner. In this corner, I'm like, what? the crap?
Just get excited about SummerSlam. Him and AJ are going to be up against Dolph Ziggler and Kalen.
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 Yeah, no.
Yeah, Kalen. So
But
we'll see how that goes. I mean, the only person to save that match will be Dolph Ziggler, which I don't think he can do.
Yeah, well, I've been too mad in the back because the referee actually came back out and did referee.
Yeah.
So, but he's new to it's that black referee. He's new. I haven't seen a lot of him.
That sounds racist.
It's not racist. He's black. I'm white. He's black. I don't know his ethnicity. Another blown spot, which I was really surprised by this one.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, and I want to say it was Damian Sandow who he was wrestling. I'm pretty positive that's who it was. He's punching Sandow, and you can already tell by the camera angle they're real light, which, fine, whatever. Then he throws one, and he stops like this far from Sandow's head, and Sandow goes, and still sells it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
there
were the worst punches and kicks. I mean, since this is our show's mainly directed towards indie wrestlers and things like that, if you're watching this, that means you're probably an indie wrestler and a real wrestler. So, I mean, if you watched Raw and you watched that Battle Royal at the end, or the Royal Rumble, it was the lightest punches and kicks. It was the worst set of kicks and punches I've ever seen. I mean, it was just like tapping each other, and then somebody flies over the top rope. I mean, it was just awful. But
that was not. That was.
I'm glad RVD won, which sets up him against RVD.
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, against Dean Ambrose for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be a pretty good freaking match.
I think it's pretty neat because I don't remember them ever pushing the U.S. title this hard. Ever.
Yeah.
Not that I can ever recall. Have they?
Yeah,
pushed
I mean they're pushing it.
Hard.
They're pushing it a lot more than the Intercontinental title.
The Intercontinental used to be big back in the day.
Right.
The heavyweight titles have always been big. The tag titles, every now and then, they go through periods of, hey, they're cool, then they're not cool.
Well, I'm waiting for them to throw in a third title and just make a 6-man tag title.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Oh, of course not.
I hope
but
not.
I don't think they would. But that's what it looks like they're doing.
This is the first time I've seen them really, really, really push.
Right.
So I'm excited for that match.
Well, I mean, Raw was okay. There were a couple of things that were announced and things like that. But let's talk about basically a preview of SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Which is this Sunday. So if you're watching this Friday and you haven't ordered SummerSlam yet, or you're not planning on it, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it next week.
Now we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, yeah, now. Like, we're going to do the recap.
Yeah, we'll do a recap next week.
So.
But things that are going on, do you want to pull up SummerSlam real quick? I think it was, it's back 1 or 2.
Where's the slideshow?
Yeah, just click SummerSlam down there.
Where's it? Oh, there it is. SummerSlam. Let me close out of the advertising.
Pop-up ads.
All right. A couple matches I'm looking forward to. The CM Punk and Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah.
I'm excited for.
I think it'll be all right. I'm still a little iffy just because of the differences in their styles.
Dude,
but
come on, man, their stuff that they've been doing has been tight. It's been on point.
Yeah.
I know a match you're looking forward to.
It's so short. It's all their stuff that's happened so far has just been little spots here and there. One person winning, one person losing, and a little bit of a good battle between just for the split second. But a full match between those two, I'm interested. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be good. I expect it to be good. But at the same time, I have my doubts.
I don't know. I'm kind of amped for this one. I know a match you're looking forward to is Christian versus Alberto Del Rio.
That was the biggest waste of the world title.
Come on, this is the second biggest pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, the only other pay-per-view to ever be SummerSlam is WrestleMania. And then SummerSlam is always the next best pay-per-view. Then everything else is kind of like mediocre.
Well, really, it seems like they're just trying to give Christian the push before he retires. Because he said he does want to retire. They gave him a montage on Raw. Or was it SmackDown? It was on Raw.
He talked on Raw.
Okay.
But I was on a business call for like an hour. So I was having to watch Raw muted. Yeah. And I'm like, that's like the worst way to watch
they
it.
showed a great, montage of him. I respect him a lot. He's done a lot of great stuff in WWE. But, I guess giving the title or
let him have a little title run, something.
And then let him retire. But
I think he's going to retire by Mania. I think Mania would be his last 2 Raw.
I don't know. I think he'll retire before then.
You think so?
Yeah. It looks and sounds like he's ready to be out right now. I don't know.
I'm just thinking because Edge's last match was WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
it could be, but other matches that are going on I think the 6-man women's match, is that going to be on? Because they're doing a hour-long pre-show, so even if you don't rent SummerSlam,
watch the pre-show,
you can watch the pre-show.
A lot of the pre-show matches were pretty good. Like the last pay-per-view had
it was the tag match with the
Usos
Shield
and the Shield. Yeah, that was a good match.
So
now I am looking forward to the Daniel Bryan John Cena match.
I think that'll be really good.
But I do think it'll be good.
Did you, while you were watching on mute, did you watch the confrontation between?
On Miz TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that got a little heated and a little personal.
you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Is John Cena's going out with surgery.
Oh, is he?
That's why he didn't wrestle on Monday. So SummerSlam, he's doing that match, and he's going to be out like 4 months.
So they're definitely
he's losing the title.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think Randy Orton is going to...
On his ankle? Is that what?
No, his elbow. His left elbow. See that big old...
No.
It's a kind of freak, whatever, man. I don't know. It's like huge. He referenced it a couple of Raws back.
I can't see past his giant arm anyway. So.
You got my giant arm too, right?
No.
That's
huge.
Yeah,
that's going to be a really good match.
And if he's going to be out for that long, I think he's really going to bring it.
Well, do you think that Randy Orton will cash in?
I don't think so.
Probably not, just because they gave Daniel Bryan the world title for like a night at WrestleMania,
something like that,
and then he lost it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think he held the title for like a day or something like that.
Weird.
But so I don't think they would do that to him again.
Triple H is going to be the special guest referee. I didn't get to hear the whole thing, when they was talking.
It was intense because basically Daniel Bryan was saying, you don't respect me because you don't reference me in the category of all these other guys like The Rock and all that. And John Cena pretty much said, you haven't earned my respect yet. And it was pretty heated. It seemed like it was about to get out of hand, and that's why Triple H came out. I think they didn't want it to end up in a battle because they were slapping each other, and so I didn't think they wanted it to end up in a bout, and that's why Triple H came out, because it was and Triple H came out and was like, hey, Randy Orton's going to come out in a second and just show off his briefcase, and then that'll end the segment. Because I think they were getting to a point where they had to pick it up, so it was interesting.
All right, one more thing with WWE and some Total Divas.
Yeah,
I'm getting kind of hooked. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not bad.
I know it's scripted,
right?
But it's actually pretty well scripted, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna get sucked into it. I thought I'd watch the first one and be like, man, that's just stupid. But I'm looking forward to next week's episode because I'm pretty certain Natalia's gonna be in like her bra and panties, and she's hot.
Can't say anything. Who is she married to again?
She's engaged to Tyson Kidd.
Okay, because I didn't recognize him because
he has hair.
Okay, but I don't.
And
really
she
care.
kind of made it in the preview. She kind of made him look like a little biatch.
Yeah. But I do I like the show because it does make me more interested in Trinity, because I didn't know much about her. I knew that she was one of their best wrestlers.
Yeah.
And, getting to know her better, it makes it more interesting to watch her wrestle because she outshines anybody that she's
Yeah, I like
worked,
that when she was at training and she was talking about going over the top rope and doing a leg drop.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to do a flip over the rope and land a leg, which, I was like, that'd be kind of cool. But she actually, pulled herself over the rope.
Yeah.
I could flip over a rope.
Yeah.
But, I couldn't jump over a rope like that.
Well, for a female, I'm considering the ropes usually up to their neck.
Yeah.
That's pretty...
And then to land it, she landed it pretty accurately.
Yeah, all right. She kind of...
But she landed it on John.
Yeah, well, she kind of put her boot into his chest, and scraped it across. But, for her first time trying it, that's pretty...
So. Well, think about the size difference between him and another diva. So if it was another diva that she could be landing on, it would be a lot different.
Yeah, but if it was another diva, she would have ripped off their boob or something.
Yeah, true.
So,
but I'm excited. TNA news or Impact Wrestling news?
There is none.
Just, God, man,
No.
they suck. They're just tanking right now. Their Hardcore Justice pay-per-view is our TV pay-per-view is tonight.
So we'll talk about kind of what happened next week. But
yeah, my understanding is they are going to push back to 5-on-5 between Aces and Eights and the Main Event Mafia because of what happened with Kurt Angle. I hope not, because they've had too much build up with it. Everybody's still kind of disappointed through the whole August 1st Tito Ortiz debut, just because he's never going to wrestle. I know there's been a couple rumors he's going to do a match. No, he's not. His match might consist of his partner beating the hell out of somebody, him coming in, doing like a move or something, and then hopping the hell back out.
Well, it takes a long time to not just learn moves. You have to learn how to win a match.
Yeah.
That takes a long time to learn. You can't just. No matter how much wrestling, amateur wrestling experience you have, it's gonna be difficult to make it look like you're a professional.
And the whole Kurt Angle and Tito Ortiz standoff last week was stupid, and then Bully Ray coming out, that just made it even more stupid, and then he really didn't even say anything. That just made it even more stupid. Thanks, Dixie.
Yeah.
You know what? Kevin Nash tweeted today that what they need to do is let Jeff Jarrett, which he still owns, 49% of the company. He just sits at home and draws a check. He needs to come in. He needs to take over creative, and then we'll start going back up. And Kevin Nash tweeted that, and I have to agree with him.
Yeah.
I think it will.
Well, they have to do something drastic. They have to change up their whole perception of what they're doing. I know they've signed contracts to go on the road until the end of the year. But
by the time the end of the year, they're going to be almost dead.
Under. Yeah.
And the whole angle with AJ Styles is just, I'm already sick of it.
Yeah, pick it.
Is it saying none or no one, or is it? Can you take it either way?
One. Yeah,
no one. I get confused. I'm looking at it, I'm like, none, no one, none. I don't know. And then I don't think is a very good talker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's not. He's a fabulous wrestler, and it just.
He should have a mouthpiece.
He does need a mouthpiece, and he doesn't need to be a heel.
He needs to be a Paul Heyman in WWE.
Well, that's something else we kind of missed on the WWE side of things, is that supposedly Paul Heyman was going to NXT to scout out a new Heyman guy. So.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, WWE tweeted it, and they posted it on Facebook that he was going to NXT to find a new Heyman guy. So we could be seeing a new guy come from NXT to be a Heyman guy.
That would be cool. Sami Zayn, maybe. He went by El Generico.
Yeah.
And he is amazing.
So we'll see.
Him and Antonio Cesaro had awesome matches.
Yeah.
And
he was really good with Brian
and CM
Punk and
a lot of them guys that came up from Ring of Honor.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's good if he can roster. I don't know if he would really fit as a Heyman guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Well, I don't know because he has a beast in Brock Lesnar. He has a good guy in Curtis Axel. I don't know. I mean, Mason is actually looking pretty good in NXT.
I haven't really had a chance to watch much NXT.
Well, he's the guy that's built like Batista. It kind of favors Batista, but now he's let his hair grown out, so he doesn't have that same kind of look as Batista.
Well, that's cool. So we'll see what happens with that.
A lot of stuff going on.
I mean, WWE is always moving forward. Hopefully, we can see some TNA stuff moving in a better direction.
Yeah, something.
So, but the way they're spending money right now, it doesn't.
The way they're losing money right now.
The way they're spending money on unnecessary things and unprofitable things.
Yeah.
They're not going to make that much money off of Tito Ortiz.
Well, I don't know if he is necessarily
the wrestling world.
I think it's just more of a cross promotional thing.
Right.
I don't think it's that he's really signed by TNA.
No, I read that he actually signed a contract with TNA.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think for like mega money or anything like that. I think it's just more of a.
I'm sure. I don't
cross
think
promotional.
I
think he's getting paid by Bellator, so I think it's just a cross promotional because Bellator is really moving up to their first pay per view.
But I'm sure TNA's still paying
something
a hefty penny.
I hope not.
More than we're making combined.
Yeah, I hope not.
So I don't know.
All right, well, I have nothing else for.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess tune in next week. Next Friday, we'll be talking about the review of SummerSlam because we'll be watching it. If you want, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We'll probably be tweeting a bit about the pay-per-view as it goes along.
We'll also review Hardcore Justice.
Yeah. So, we'll talk about it. I mean, there's not much to review about their pay-per-views.
Yeah, it's not a real pay-per-view, but
so
I don't know.
So that's about it for the pros this week. So if you have any comments or questions, just post them and we'll get to them. But until next week, you can check out our other videos. Mondays is our promotion builder. Tuesdays is our gimmick builder. Then we have some great interviews lined up. We just posted our CC Devlin interview. So if you have a chance to go watch CC Devlin's interview. And then we'll be back next week with the pros. So, see you then.